Hello there, my name is Peter. I'm the owner of the company WebAca. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at different ways to build WordPress websites. You might think that if you want to build a WordPress website, it's fairly quick and easy for you to just get a WordPress developer. But not too many people realize that there's 4 distinct different types of websites that can be built with WordPress. If you don't know the difference between the 4 different types of websites that can be built with WordPress, you might be getting a website that is not suitable for your business. With over 15 years of experience in web development, I have seen companies that failed simply because they had a website, because the website that they had was not suitable for their specific business. I've seen companies that had really expensive websites and they have spent all of their budget to create a website, but they haven't left any money to market their business. I have seen quite the opposite, a very inexpensive website built on visual builders for a big company, and they are unable to get any leads or clients simply because their website does not stand up to the competition. So it is really important to get a specific type of website that you need in order to make sure that your business succeeds. Now, in this small chart, we're going to look at 4 different distinct business websites that can be built using a WordPress. First one is Visual Editor. Second one is Pre-built templates, custom built themes, and the fourth one is Custom built theme with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. Do you need to know what those are? Yes, you do need to know what those are. Even if you are not a developer, you cannot trust developers to tell you which specific website you need, simply because each developer specializes in one of the 4 elements, and there is very few developers that would be able to specialize in all of them and give you a very rounded answer and then inform you which specific website type would you need, because they basically build the type of website that they are familiar with, and they will market their own specific website build type. Now, visual editors. Visual editors are fairly new right now. Let's pull it up on a bigger screen here. Visual editors are fairly new elements. They are designed for people that don't know how to program websites. You can use drag and drop builders to put together a website, so no need to learn programming. They are extremely popular right now simply because you don't really need to go to university, you don't need to study anything, you just sit and learn how to build small websites. In about 2-3 weeks, you're able to put together a website and you can market yourself as a web developer. Pre-built templates, they are a bit more complex than the visual editors, in that somebody had put together a specified layout, a specified structure that you can follow. You can just add elements into it and you can have a website in no time. These were originally created by large organizations to quickly put together websites, but now they have extended the market into general web development community. Custom built themes. This is where a developer that actually knows how to program sits down and he actually puts code together. He creates a theme. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of expertise that goes into custom built theme. And that's where it becomes a bit more expensive, sometimes very expensive to build a custom theme. And the last option is the custom built theme with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. Custom built theme previously didn't allow people to make customers to make their own modifications of their websites. But custom built theme with Advanced Custom Fields plugin allows clients to go into the WordPress backend administration and make modifications of the content of their website. And that's pretty much how we can separate 4 different unique websites that can be built with WordPress. Okay, so let's look at the speed. Visual editors, they're quite slow. Actually, they're extremely slow, and they require a specific plugin that's called caching plugin. Basically, a caching plugin takes images, snapshots of your pages once they're compiled, and presents that to end user to increase the website speed. Pre-built templates, they have It really depends on the template. Some templates are very complex and they take a very long time to load. Other ones load fairly fast, so it really depends. Custom build theme, extremely fast because the amount of code there is very small. Custom build themes with advanced custom fields plugin, same thing, they are extremely fast websites. They normally don't require any type of caching plugins. Amount of code. Now visual editors, they are massive. They are massive because they have drag and drop builders. They allow people to create elements and all of that functionality. To allow a non-developer to develop websites, it requires huge amount of code, huge amounts of programming that goes into the backend to make that happen. So we're talking about over 2,000 files for sure, and millions of lines of code. And in order for WordPress to present a page to end user, the program has to go through thousands and thousands of lines of code and try to figure out where and how to compile a page. Pre-built templates, they are also usually designed for a non-developer, and sometimes there's over 300 files, sometimes they can go into thousands of files, but they're smaller than the visual editors. A bit faster on the load side. Again, it really depends on the type of template that you're using. Custom built themes, very slim, very small amount of code because the only code that's there is the code that's required for the page to display. And there is no additional code to allow customers to make modifications to their website. The next is custom built themes with advanced custom fields plugin, very slim amount of code. Advanced custom fields plugin allows us to fairly quickly and easily make modifications to internal administration of the WordPress. Okay, now in terms of the changes for the developer side, so we have developer and customer. Developer side, for a developer to make changes, it's fairly easy for a developer to make changes to the website in visual builders. No need to know programming languages. Pre-built templates, it's very difficult to start creating a website using the pre-built templates because each template is designed very differently and it takes time for a developer to realize how it's structured. But once the learning curve has been learned, it's fairly easy to work with specific templates. Custom built theme, very easy, very flexible, very customizable, because a developer is in charge of every single element. And same thing goes with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. Now, when it comes to a customer, customer wants to make changes to their own website. So how does that look? Let's say you want a website and you want to make changes to your own content. For visual editors, it's fairly complex. They seem to be, they market themselves as they're easy to use. But in reality, there is a learning curve that you'll have to go through. You'll probably require a course or two to understand how to work with the visual builders, because you'll need to take into consideration how the website restructures on mobile devices. I mean, there's quite a bit of things that go into building a website. Pre-built templates, they're very difficult for people to, for customers to make modifications. They're difficult to impossible, simply because each WordPress template uses different modules inside WordPress and it can get fairly hairy. Custom built theme, it's pretty much impossible for a client to make changes to the website. They'll have to call a developer that built the website for them. And advanced custom fields, it's very easy, but it's within the structure that the developer has set up for a client. So a client cannot change the core structure of the page. Limitations. Now that's a big one. With visual editors, we're limited to the functionality of the visual builder. And there are also problems with mobile responsiveness. You can only use the elements that are within visual builders. You can add custom HTML, but because there is huge amount of code in the backend, my recommendation is to always use just the elements that come with visual builders. If you try to modify and customize Visual Builder, there is a lot of conflicts that starts to happen. theme elements and structures for the pre-built templates. It's possible to make modifications to the custom pre-built template, but it's extremely time consuming. So pretty much you're limited to the structure that has been set up for pre-built template. Now when we're looking at the custom built template, there are basically no limitations. The only limitation is the programmer's expertise. That's all. Custom built theme with advanced custom fields plugin, same thing. It's basically exact replica of the custom built theme, but we have advanced custom fields that has been integrated. So there's no difference here really. There's no limitations. Now the price. If you want to order websites, 4 different websites will have different prices, and you can see how big of a price gap, price range you can get with different websites. The Visual Builder is actually not the cheapest option. It starts from about $400 to $1.5K, depending on the company that builds a website for you. Some companies, they increase the then they don't tell you that they're using visual builders, and they will increase this upper limit to $8,000, claiming that they're experts, but they will never tell you which specific website build that they're doing. So be very careful when it comes to understanding which specific website build you're getting. Pre-built templates. Now, they can be expensive or they can be cheap. Again, depends on how the company markets themselves, how good of a salesperson they have. Because pre-built templates can be fairly fast to assemble, they can be as low as $99. If a company is using just one single template and they're just changing up pictures and text for people. And they can be fairly expensive. Again, depends on the marketing specialist that works for that specific company. Custom built theme, it can get very pricey. It starts at 1.5K roughly. If you're getting somebody to build you a website under 1.5K and they're claiming that they're doing custom built theme, I would question that, because it really requires a high level of expertise and knowledge on how to build a theme within the WordPress. So that's pretty much the price range. The reason why I'm not going over 15K is simply because the people who are building custom built themes, but they're not using Advanced Custom Fields plugin, are the type of developers that have learned, they could be fresh out of college, they could have learned past the pre-built templates, and they just want to extend their services, but they haven't went all the way to learn how to build professional websites just yet. So be careful about custom built themes that don't come with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. And the last one is Advanced Custom Fields plugin. I've developed different websites and I've rebuilt websites that are over $70,000. And those websites are always built with custom built theme, and they come with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. So we're talking about anything that's over 1.5K and they can become over $1 million websites. I know an agency that has recently got a contract to build a website, a $700,000 website, and that's the way that they're building websites: custom built theme and Advanced Custom Fields plugin. So there's really no upper limit to the price range here. Delivery time really depends with visual editors. Can be 1 week to 2 months. It really depends on the team that is working on the website. Same thing with pre-built templates. Custom built theme and custom built themes with Advanced Custom Fields plugin. If the team is working really fast, we're talking about 2 weeks, and can be over 2 months. I mean, I've seen some websites that took months and months of work to build. So it really depends on the scope of the project. But when we're talking about custom built themes and custom built themes with Advanced Custom Fields plugin, really it depends on the team that's working here, and they're professional usually, because they have proper knowledge of how to program websites. Graphic design. Graphic design is always recommended for any type of website, and my recommendation is to make sure that your company that you're getting the website from has a graphic designer on staff, and that graphic designer is a dedicated person. It's not the same guy as the web developer. Those two specialities need to be separate. It is recommended for Visual Builder Editor because some images still need to be found on Shutterstock and used. Pre-built template, same thing. Template comes with sample images. It never comes with a complete image set, and it will need to be modified. So a graphic designer is highly recommended. Custom build themes and custom build themes with advanced custom fields. Graphic designer is a must, as well as the wireframing process to make sure that we have the proper structure to the website before it's built. Now, robustness. How robust the website is. Visual editors, they are not very robust. They usually fail after a couple of years, simply because they have very large amount of code that sits in the backend. Unless it's really maintained properly, the website will fail after a while. Pre-built templates. Now, it can sustain for a larger amount of time if the template is kept up to date. But I've rebuilt a lot of websites where the developers selected the template and it was a big template and PHP version changed and the website wasn't able to update. So hopefully by now you understand the difference between the 4 different website types, and now we're going to focus on custom build theme with advanced custom fields plugin, because you might want to use that simply because it's the best option out there. Advanced custom fields plugin has 1 million installations, so we're talking about actual companies that know how to program, how to develop themes. That's the people that are using advanced custom fields. Now, advanced custom fields, and how does it look inside the actual source code? And you can see that internally within the source code we have specific PHP blocks that query if specific advanced custom field element is present, and if it does, then it retrieves information for each of the advanced custom field element that sits inside the WordPress administration. And here's an example of a code. It's a real code that I've put together to display this specific element on the right side. And this specific element is actually fairly unique. Here it is on the website. You can see that we have, let me just zoom into it, we have different sizes, and the person is able to click on it and it will change description, it will change the picture, it will change the graph over here. Inside the WordPress administration, it's very easy for clients to make updates to that specific element. That element is very complicated when it comes to the actual programming, but here's the website, here's backend administration, and you can see that all of the elements, all of the sizes that we have specified, they can be modified by a client. A client is actually able to add another row and add another size if they want to add another description, a new graph, a new picture. So it's extremely flexible. A client is able to change, modify, add elements, change text. And that's the beauty of advanced custom fields. A very complicated element that requires quite a bit of coding can be simplified and placed inside WordPress administration as one single block. This block is called 5-item block BC9. So when is advanced custom field and the custom template the best option for you? It is the best option if you want scalable and flexible website, if you want to manage your own website yourself, if you want it to load fast and for it to be robust, if your business goals are long-term and you need a website to be flexible, adaptive to changes of your business, if you want to invest time and money into website or business advertisement, if you will be investing time and money into search engine optimization. Basically, if your business is long-term, if you are committed to your business, if you have budget to build a proper website, you should go with advanced custom fields. That's the reason for choosing advanced custom fields. There is a case where advanced custom fields is not your best option, and this is the reason why. If you are starting your business and you have a limited budget, you need to have a basic, good-looking site that won't change, and you understand that it'll need to be rebuilt in the future when your business will grow. If you're doing a proof of concept or a landing page for a specific product, business with a lifespan of less than 5 years. Basically, if you're just trying to try out a product, if you don't know if your business will succeed, if you're not unsure about a specific product that you're selling, it's always best to use a visual builder or a template to quickly put up a website and see if it's going to generate any income for you. Hopefully this was informative, and now you know the 4 different website types that are available within the WordPress environment. We as Webeka, we build different website types. We build websites using visual builders, we build websites using pre-built templates, custom-built themes, and custom-built themes with the Advanced Custom Fields plugin. You might be wondering, why do we build custom-built themes without Advanced Custom Fields plugin? Sometimes there are cases when clients ask us to make a website and they tell us that they will never go into WordPress administration and they will always ask us to make changes to their website. In that specific case, we don't use Advanced Custom Fields plugin, we just hard code everything into the website, and our developers are able to go into the WordPress and make modifications within the source code without actually having to spend additional time and money on Advanced Custom Fields plugin. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be putting a link down here in the YouTube description section to a Facebook page, actually a Facebook group that I have created for business entrepreneurs to exchange different business ideas about marketing, website builds, and anything and everything. Basically, we try to help each other out. If you are interested, feel free to join our group, and that would be it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You can contact me by going to Contact and fill out the information here. I'm not going to disclose my email address here simply because I want to avoid spam that might be generated. But you can always give me a call. This is my cell phone number that goes directly to my cell phone. Okay, thanks, and you have a good day.